Always got to say the little salute. Welcome to the Hot Topics Podcast. But I do want to kick it off. Get yourself introduced real quick. What's that you're drinking?
Some Earl Stevens, man. Nothing major. E40. His little situation. It's solid. It's 18%. So.
Yeah. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I know I told you this just a second ago, but I really like E40, but he gives me anxiety. He gives me real bad anxiety, and I think it's the way he talk. I just get like real jittery. Yeah, once he started go ooh, and then how he hold his face, he be, with his lips like that and shit. He be moving his hands, but I be thinking he be doing some cool shit. It's just be the anxiety just gets to be up and down with him, man. But it's been a minute. I ain't been on in a while, but like I said, I had trouble finding a co-host. Not trouble, but it's had a little rough time finding a co-host. I guess I'm gonna say that.
You made me go through a whole interview process, y'all.
Man, it's kind of crazy. But you got to make sure people gonna stick around, man. But outside of that, let's get to this NBA talk, man. Before we start, I do want to ask you something.
What's that?
Top 3 NBA teams, man.
Top 3. It's hard to narrow it down. I gotta have my Celtics number 1. I really like the Bucks. They looking nice. They just went on I think it was 15-game win streak.
Did they lose yet?
Yep. They the 76ers actually beat them.
Oh yeah, just last night.
Yep.
So that was 16 games.
That was no. Oh, that was 16.
They got stopped at 16 games. That's crazy.
Nah, that's a run. And it was post All-Star break, kind of when everybody ramping up. So that let me know they were serious. And then the third team, they got to be the new look Phoenix Suns, man. They look dangerous.
Yeah, I think looks can be deceiving, but in no order, man. My top 3 picks right now, and this is just who I think look good and might surprise the world. The Knicks looking fantastic right now. They look like they got it together, like they got the wheel rolling finally.
Right.
But we never know. They might fall off of it somewhere in the playoffs. Anyway, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I honestly thought that once LeBron left the Cleveland Cavaliers, they was gonna never figure it out, like ever. Like so,
they got a nice team over there.
Yeah,
Donovan Mitchell, the head of the snake.
The spider. They built it up. They built that team. They made the right moves to get that team to where it's at right now. I believe. Detroit sucked, but that's okay. I add that in on. And I don't care what sport I'm talking about. I will always add in Detroit suck.
Hey, they suck at sport at almost. Hey.
Yeah, just about. Sheesh. Anyway, and then I gotta say the Lakers, especially if LeBron come back healthy. I think that's a dangerous defensive team. They went from one of the worst defensive teams, made one trade, and now they're in the top 5 defensive teams in the last 10 games.
Yeah, I can give you that.
So, not last 10, last 5 games.
But like you said about the New York Knicks, it's theirs is more so focused on health. Like if AD can stay healthy, they're scary. But if not, I don't think they got a chance in the West.
No.
Nobody wants to see them though. 7 games. Nobody wants to see them.
No, any team play with them for 7 games gonna lose with the whole roster healthy.
I don't know, man. Phoenix looking nice. The Warriors look nice.
They could beat the Warriors. They could beat the Warriors with just AD. They don't even need LeBron. They could beat the Warriors in 7 games with just AD.
Nah, nobody can hold Curry on that team, man.
But they can hold everybody else.
Contain them to 30? Huh? You said
they can hold everybody else. That's what they do to LeBron. Okay, nobody can hold LeBron.
But Curry a game changer. He's shooting 3s, not 2s. So that make a difference.
Here's the thing: the Raptors beat the Warriors by running the box and 1 on Steph Curry. They just said, "Okay, get what you gonna get."
You talking about the finals?
Yeah, they said, "Get what you gonna get, and we gonna just guard everybody."
There was so many injuries.
I feel like
they had a robot on their team too, man. Kawhi is literally a robot. when he's healthy.
A Cyborg. I think he's a
Cyborg.
Or I don't know, either Cyborg or Android. I can't really remember the difference in the two right now. but when we talk about Kawhi Leonard, we definitely got to talk about how he's a cyborg.
Yeah.
Or something, because RoboCop, he an animal. KD's injury was a freak accident. I felt like Klay injured himself.
Not necessarily. That was Danny Green. If you watch the replay, Danny Green, like, when you go for a block like that, you know when you're going to get it and when you're not going to get it. And normally when you're not going to get it, you kind of pull yourself back.
Yeah.
He went full force. Like, he knew he wasn't going to get it, but he still attempted to get it. Which is the finals. It's the finals. I get it. But come on, man.
You ain't got to play that hard like that.
Yeah, like don't play to injure somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go check that out. I wish I had the replay ready right now. I could actually replay it and just make it show on the screen. I'm gonna definitely see if I can edit that in and check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I would go with that though. I still believe though that the Warriors would lose 7 games to the Lakers without LeBron.
I don't know, man.
With LeBron, I think that team is probably the scariest team in the West. As it's built right now. With LeBron, D'Angelo Russell, AD, Malik Beasley, and Vanderbilt, and that's that starting five. I don't think nobody, you bring Mo Bamba or whoever you want else off the bench. Hachimura, AR, bring them all off the bench. Let that starting five start. That's a scary starting five.
I give you that. I like them. I would say they're top 3. I don't think they're number 1 just yet. They got something to prove once Bron come back, just because they're playing solid right now without him. But I don't know. I'm the type of person where you gotta see it to believe it. So they gotta show me, man. I do like him though. I had him on my list, but I was just scared with the injury. But
yeah, so man, every time Mr. Street Clothes AD go down, man, it's scary. That's a scary sight. I'm not gonna lie to you,
man. Like just the other night when he somebody caught him in the face and he was bleeding.
Oh yeah, he was bleeding. Yeah, just last night.
But just it's like little stuff like that. I feel like he's always in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, I mean, because when he hurt his ankle earlier this year, his ankle got kneed by Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
They both jumped. His foot hit Jokic's knee,
and it was just
accident. Right. But it happens. It's like, I don't know if you don't got no calcium. I don't know if you drink your milk.
Man,
take after pie, eat your spinach, do something.
Yeah. But I'm not taking nothing away from AD though. When he's healthy, he's scary.
When AD is healthy, he's probably the most skilled big man in the NBA. Like skill.
Gotta get at the Jokic.
How can I give it to Jokic? Okay.
I'm taking Giannis over. Me and my friends had this debate all the time. I'm taking Giannis over AD anyway though. So
I mean, Giannis got something that AD doesn't, and that's what I said. That's that dog. He got that dog in him, and he got muscle. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to throw his weight around and use that strength to his advantage. But as far as putting that ball on the ground, spot up shooting off the dribble, step back, spins, any type of move, AD will hit you with 17 moves from the post, man. Like that takes too much skill. He can hit you with a 3 step back 3. He got the passing down. I ain't gonna say he can pass better than Jokic. I won't say that. Jokic be dropping off. But yeah, here we go with the defense. He knows where to be and when to be there on defense. That shit takes skill, man.
So you're taking AD over Giannis on defense?
No.
Okay, just wondering.
Because we just mentioned that AD has that dog. I mean, Giannis got that dog in him, and it's just something about Giannis that he's gonna get at you, and he's gonna run you down too. So it's not like, when Blake Griffin was dunking on everybody, he tried Giannis. That didn't work out. So I like it.
So for the record, you're taking Giannis over AD.
I'm not taking Giannis over AD. Giannis plays better defense than AD though. He doesn't, but he does at the same time.
Well, he stays within his game. So that's why I'm taking him over him. Like we watched AD last year shoot a lot of threes. And it didn't translate. Like I can't remember his percentage right offhand. Wish I would have wrote it down, but
it was low last year. His percentages was definitely low. Well, because
that's not staying within his game, though. You know what I mean?
He's shooting 5-6 threes a game, and that's kind of
you just said he can score in the post so easy, so it's like stay within the parameters of what you got. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what Giannis does, though. That's why he's one of my favorites. But
if he took his time and did what Giannis is doing, how Giannis would take a three, but he doesn't.
It's not forced.
It's not forced. It's just if he wide open coming up the court, okay, but it's not something that he about to just bust out and do.
Right.
What I can agree with is AD does play outside the parameters of his game, but I feel like AD's game is expanded. So I feel like that he's allowed to do that because he got the post, he got you there, he's spreading the floor because he can't hit threes.
No, for sure.
Consistently, sometimes it's flashes of consistency there. It's not too consistent yet, but
right.
I feel like what's not in the parameters of his game, and this might sound wild, is the pick and roll. I just feel like that he's too clumsy on pick and rolls.
To me, his first thing is to shoot a shot. Like he'll shoot a mid range, he'll shoot a floater, he'll shoot a three before he get down there off the pick and roll and bang, which you know what I mean, post you up.
And I feel like that I honestly feel like he's scared of it. To be honest,
I wouldn't say scared. This is just like you said at first, clumsy. Like
he
kind of, I don't know. Like Giannis and Bron in that pick and roll is a lot scarier than Bron and AD.
Yeah, 100%. Just shooting a quick text out real quick. Go ahead, ready up your questions, brother.
So, wait till you get done.
I'm done.
All right, so who's your dark horse? I guess we can call it mid-season awards. We can start with MVP first.
Oh, with MVP, I'm definitely going. Cause I have this already. Cause I've been watching them play, and I watched them last night. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, man.
Okay.
Cause
that's fair.
The kid, if I feel like if OKC was a little higher in the standings, I feel like that MVP, he should be right up there with the rest of the fellas.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like with Giannis, Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, and Nikola Jokic. I feel like all of them should be right up in that cluster.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that if OKC could have pulled together some more games, then they could have,
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Chris Paul took him under his wing when he was in OKC, and it is showing this year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I did not. I knew he was good, good lengthy guard, but it was. So his numbers, right? You know what I'm saying? The man is averaging 31, 6, and 5, with 1 block and 1.5 steals.
Yeah, they're a little inflated because he's like the focal point.
Yeah, which
not a lot of, you know what I mean. He's the only all-star on that team, so which is fair. It's fair.
Okay,
but
okay, I got one for you then, and I was just about to I told you we're gonna test your knowledge in situations, and so do you feel like Chris Bosh was a? Do you feel like Chris Bosh was an all-star?
I'm trying to think of the other power forwards. It was like KG. Nah, KG wasn't in this power. I'm trying to think who was the other power forwards in the East at that time. I know Amari.
Or let's say, I'm sorry, let's say a superstar.
Superstar?
Yeah.
Not a superstar at all, because a superstar is a level past the all-star. That's like your Brons, the Lukas, the big, the Giannis, he wasn't on that level at all. He was in between an all-star and a top-tier role player. That's what I'll give him. Because honestly, he played within the parameters of his game with playing with the other 2 all-stars at the time.
Yeah, well,
other 2 superstars at the time. I'm sorry.
Well, because why I say that is because I view him as a really high-level role player.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's in that situation that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was, where he was the only star for the team. Putting up numbers.
Are you talking about on Miami or on
in the Raptors?
Oh no! He was a superstar then. Yeah, for sure. I get what you're saying though.
And another person in that same position is Kevin Love.
Kevin Love wasn't a superstar. It wasn't.
Well, I'm saying like star level talent.
Yeah,
in Minnesota. Right. But when they came to LeBron, they say, "Oh, you see how their numbers drop?" And I like to point that out. When you're the only focal point of the team, you're going to get those numbers.
They're going to be inflated for sure.
Yeah, but when you come and you like how Luka was just dropping 30, 40, 50 points a game, triple doubles, split in half now. He's getting. I mean, him and Kyrie both just dropped nukes a couple games ago, but not as consistent as Luka was dropping 40, 40, 30, 30, 40, 50. Right. You know, now they are splitting in half. When somebody gonna take up as many shots as you, and in LeBron's case, even more shots than you.
Right. Okay. So your dark horse MVP is Shai Gilgeous.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. So mine is Sabonis with the Kings.
Domantas Sabonis, huh?
If I had to, I mean, I think I looked last night. They were second in the West.
The Kings, they moved all the way to second, huh? I think that's impressive. I'm impressed.
He's averaging 24, 12, and 7 assists. That's nice.
That's really nice.
That's, I mean, you know what I mean? That's just a dark horse. That's not clear cut at all. But yeah, so we're gonna switch. Dark horse, 6 man of the year.
If Russ sits back on the bench instead of start, I'll give it to Russ, right? Jordan Poole, but Jordan Poole not starting, is he?
Yeah. Nah, he's off the bench, yeah.
So it might go to him. And if it don't, it should have. Because he's
I can agree with both of those. Those are good picks.
Yeah, but if Russ would have definitely stayed coming off the bench, it's clear-cut Russ.
Yeah. Okay. So mine, I was torn between two people. This is Malcolm Brogdon for the Celtics and then Malik Monk for the Kings. Both of them are playing pretty well.
Kid Cudi is balling. That's what I call Malik. I call Malik Monk Kid Cudi because that's what he looks like to me. Yeah. That's my guy right there.
So yeah, those are my two 6 man of the year dark horses.
No, I couldn't argue with that.
Yeah.
if any one of these 4 people won it, I wouldn't be upset. Like,
yeah.
Hey. Nah, that was a good one. I like that.
All right, so the last one is the most improved. Dark horse most improved. Who you got?
Probably Kid Cudi. Malik Monk, yeah. Yeah, because man, he balling. Like,
for sure.
He is really balling for the Kings right now.
For sure.
Mike Brown leading the charge as the coach, man. Yeah, they balling. They are really balling.
So I got Mikal Bridges. He was already having a good year with the Suns, but man, since that trade, it's like he got the green light now. So it's like he's been taking over.
So hear me out. I feel like if this Nets team would have been the same team, but with Steve Nash coaching, I think they would be doing good. I think Steve Nash ran into the superstar problem.
Yeah.
Trying to coach 2 superstars. You got one saying that they don't need a coach on the team. You got the other one just flat out not listening to him. So it's like you get fired. I feel like he got fired. I think his firing was very unfair.
Yeah, it was to please those 2 for sure.
Oh yeah, and then they both left.
And then then they both left. It's like, hey, now y'all done left us. They're trying to bring in Ime. I seen that. I seen a couple about that, which I wouldn't mind, but
I wouldn't either. They gotta just watch their staff.
No, for sure.
Hey man, wow boy. Who would you give if the finals started right now? I mean, the playoffs started today. Who you think would make it to the finals out of the selections that we got? Just a team from the East, team from the West.
So if it was based off of the current layout now, it will be the Suns and the Celtics.
So you got a lot of faith in these Suns.
They're going to have one of the easiest roads. Not necessarily easiest, but their matchup is going to be a matchup nightmare against them. Like you can't double off of DeAndre Ayton because they can drop it down to him. Kevin Durant, I mean, you're going to have to double.
100%. You're going to have to, because if he gets to his spot, the bucket is there. So,
and then you got Devin Booker on the wing, kind of facilitating with Chris Paul. So it's really their finals to lose, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's already, they got one of the easiest roads, and it's like they got the talent, so it's theirs to lose.
I'm gonna tell you something. They always had the talent. The problem is the inconsistency. So you get beat by damn near 50 points in the last playoffs because Devin Booker couldn't score.
Exactly, and that's what Kevin Durant is there for, though. That's what I feel like.
Well, for Kevin Durant to be a journeyman, he's a really good journeyman, man. Like, this is probably the greatest journeyman we've ever seen in our lives.
Like, this is probably, like, mid-season, getting traded, this is probably the best player ever to get traded mid-season like this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on now.
This is the best player ever getting traded mid-season. Like,
I don't know, man. That's crazy. I like it for him, though. Like, it's a challenge because people are gonna give him backlash if they don't win. Yeah, and it's a challenge for him to win. So I get it. The reward and the benefit. I mean, the reward and the risk are kind of hand in hand. So it's kind of theirs to lose. That's what I'm.
What I think he needed. What I think KD needs is he needs a lot of time to figure out his leadership role, where he fits in leadership roles on teams.
And on the Suns, he doesn't have to be a leader. Though. Chris Paul.
Yeah, I know.
He's a clear-cut leader.
Yeah, clear-cut, but he needs to figure it out.
Yeah, oh no, for sure. Moving forward,
he needs to figure, because Chris Paul is on his way out the door.
Yeah.
With 0 rings, that's gonna be crazy.
I think they're gonna lose to the Celtics though. Like, we lost last year to the Warriors, well-seasoned team, just kind of caught us lacking. You know what I mean? So, we're back, and we're gonna take it in 6.
I bet on the Celtics last year. I bet y'all don't do that shit no more. I shouldn't have bet.
We was young, man. Hey. Our bet was Al Horford. Like, he ain't never been to the finals. Hell, he don't know how to prepare for this.
Yeah, he didn't.
Somebody calling me. Hold on, let me answer 1 second.
Yeah.
Never mind. Hung up.
That's
so. Yeah, but back to what I was saying. We were young, man, and going against a well-seasoned team like that, they smelled blood in the water.
Yeah,
they smelled blood. And it's more so, it has to be up to Jason Tatum to lead that team. Like,
yeah,
that's the best player doesn't always have to be the leader, in my opinion. But with this team, he has to be the leader. He has to be the leader.
You can't depend on Marcus Smart to lead the team.
Yeah, you're right.
That's just, common sense there. Moving on, though. Because I believe that, and this is, hey, laugh all you want, but I actually do believe if LeBron comes back healthy, they're going to the finals. And I think the Celtics are too. So I think it's going to be a super classic. Look, he just got the record. Let's see if you can take down the rivals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Celtics young, they move up the court, so they're going to have to be ready. Anthony Davis have to play like a man, like he did in that game in that overtime game.
Yeah.
He going to have to be a man and go in there and bump chest with somebody. He ain't going to be able to just stand on the perimeter because you can't outshoot the Celtics. That's what the Lakers will have to learn. That's what every team going to need to learn. The only team that can outshoot them,
the Warriors.
Probably the Warriors and probably Phoenix. Phoenix,
they're attacking the mid range. Like, watching them since the trade, it's more so they're attacking the mid range. They're not getting up as many threes as everybody else, but they're so efficient in the mid range. It's able to match the same point production. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you don't really need to. When you, I guess if you hit 22 2-pointers and somebody hit 10 threes,
you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I still scored 10 more points than you, so we good.
Yeah. So, I don't know. So Lakers and Celtics. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. Us beating Bron. And then that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Jason Tatum's legacy going against his favorite player's team, Kobe. I know. Hopefully he don't text Kobe phone, man. That's he got to kill that until he win one or something, man.
Yeah, he gotta stop. He gotta stop that kind of nonsense, right? I think he jumped the gun on saying that,
man. Yeah,
because Kobe would have been disappointed.
Yeah, for sure. My boy JB carried them boys though.
The whole playoffs, really.
He did a good job.
He kept him in every game, dropping
glad he
nukes.
gave his recognition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always gave him his recognition. That's actually my favorite player on the Celtics.
Yeah, I like him more than Tatum too. Well, it's like neck and neck. It's like neck and neck. One and the same. Tatum just gets more attempts up.
Yeah. I think Jaylen Brown need to quit losing the ball when he dribbling though, because that bothers me.
Yeah, his handle. That's probably his weakness. His handle.
Yeah, he'll be just dribbling this ball, just hit his knee and go out and like, bro, what are you doing? Like that bothers me so much.
Like, have you seen the guy who he reviews like the film or whatever, and he calls out like, "Oh, that's a travel. That's a."
Yeah, I've seen him.
Bro, he has like one on JB, and it's like 5 minutes. No, I'm just playing. It's not 5. It's like 3 minutes though for sure. It's crazy.
I'm about to say he must have been cooking.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Where we going next with this? Oh, is you think Jokic is the real MVP?
It's tough. It's tough because he's doing this without another all-star on his team. You know what I mean? Which is impressive. You kind of got to give him his flowers for that. But no, I think it's Joel Embiid's turn to get it. You know what I mean? From voters fatigue, Jokic to me, he's solid during the regular season, and it's a regular season award. But you look for your MVP to kind of lead the charge in the playoffs. You know what I mean? And just kind of, and in the playoffs, teams are putting him in that pick and roll, man, and they're exposing that defense. You know what I mean?
Jokic doesn't have any defense, and
that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And I get it. His offense, I feel like, is being oversaturated.
Yeah, if he's a point guard at center, right?
Yeah, well, he grew.
So all of it, like the assists and stuff, that's impressive. But if you have the ball 80% of the time, I'm expecting some type of assist. Like, you know what I mean?
And you getting doubled, I'm expecting you to get 10 assists.
Exactly. And then the rebounds are expected, which I don't want to discredit anything he's doing.
No, he's a great player. I just don't want. Here's what I don't want. I feel like Giannis was robbed from an MVP last year.
Oh, me too for sure. They didn't even have him in the conversation. It was just Joel Embiid and the Joker. So it's like,
and then even then, just so if you don't mention Giannis, Joel Embiid, he got the scoring title. He should have won.
He didn't get it. Ron got the scoring title last year.
Ron ended up getting that scoring title. I thought he had to play 2 more games to get that scoring title.
I thought he got it. I don't know. That's you want to check?
It was definitely Joel Embiid who got it. LeBron to beat Joel Embiid. Well, not to beat him, but to keep ahead of Joel Embiid. LeBron had to play 2 more games, but they wasn't making the playoffs, so he just set him out. And then Joel Embiid took it, and he had a better season than Jokic as well last year. And this year, Joker's running a triple-double, 25, 11, and 10, right? But
we're gonna round that 11 up because it's 11.5. We're gonna round it to 12. We're rounding to 12.
Okay. Look, 25, 12, and 10, right? But then, you got Giannis out here with 32 points a game, 12, 5 assists. Embiid is 33, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, a block, a steal. Him and Giannis almost got the same defensive stats, by the way. Joel Embiid averages almost 2 blocks a game. Giannis is averaging a block and a half.
So Joel Embiid is actually my MVP. So I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm about to say Joel Embiid is always my MVP. I always say this. Every year I'd be like, it should be Joel Embiid. He's the more, to me, in my opinion, the only thing that Joker can do better than Embiid is pass that ball. Everything else, man, and on top of that, Embiid is a physical specimen. Dude gets healthy, tell us to trust the process, and now look at this.
Yeah. Like James Harden got a lot to do with this. You know what I'm saying? A former MVP. I feel like he kind of took him under his wing. Like, look, this is what you need to do. You playing with me? I'm gonna get my numbers. I'm gonna set you up to get your numbers. Let's lock in. You know what I mean?
But Joel Embiid was already a monster on the numbers.
But it wasn't.
Big.
It wasn't. Like I think they're third in the East right now. Like that's impressive. Like
yeah, but but then you got Ben Simmons, which I always had this knock on Ben Simmons because you want to be this point forward that they, term whatever. But I think that they should have taught Ben Simmons, because I can promise you right now, if Ben Simmons would have ever learned how to play the power forward position and actually play it the correct way, he wouldn't have been scared to dunk on Trae Young. Instead, y'all take a point guard away from the game. Y'all don't coach up Markelle Fultz. You trade him away because we got a point guard. A big point guard. Everybody wants the big Magic Johnson size point guard. But then now you can't produce the numbers that you're supposed to be able to produce up here. And then me and you talking about it today, we get the Ben Simmons that we got now.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of Ben Simmons, especially they gave him Rookie of the Year over Donovan Mitchell. Ever since then, I didn't like him, man. It's like he wasn't a rookie, first of all, just because he didn't play. Like I don't like when they. Yeah, I
don't believe in that either.
Even when they did it with Blake Griffin, like I don't believe in that. Like just because you got injured, it is what it is, man. But
you still got to be around the team and the management. You still got all the experiences of being an NBA player just without playing in games.
Yeah. And Ben Simmons, I mean, he's a solid player defensively, but he shouldn't be the point guard. He shouldn't be a superstar, all-star, none of that. To me, he's a clear-cut power forward on the defensive end. That's where you need him at. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, we shouldn't run our offense through Ben Simmons. This is obviously not working. The numbers are speaking for themselves.
But again, when the ball isn't in his hand, he doesn't know what to do with it. When he's not getting a pick and roll, he doesn't know what to do because he's not playing that position that he's supposed to be playing, and that's what bothers me.
I wouldn't say he doesn't know what to do. He's good at facilitating. But he doesn't have the attack mindset to score. Right?
Yeah, he's an NBA player, so I know that he knows what he's doing. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, once he does have the ball in his hand, he doesn't get in position to score. Excuse me, I wanted to change what I said. So
just like to me, a bad and a good comparison. No, I'm not even gonna make it. But I like him defensively. I was gonna say, you know how Chris Paul doesn't have the attack mindset, but he can still score.
No, yeah, don't make that.
That's something. I was gonna say that's something Ben Simmons needs to incorporate. Like,
oh, okay, yeah.
But I don't know. Chris Paul is just. To me, he's a solid regular season player. I like him a lot as a point guard. But
he's a solid playoff player. The next thing you know, his thigh hurt.
Nah. Yeah, it was him and James Him and James Harden together. That was monsters. They were supposed to win it, but he went down injured, and then they missed 27 threes straight. So it happens, I guess.
Hey, listen, you can tell. You can tell that Chris Paul was managing that team on court. Mike D'Antoni had them cats out there jacking up 27 threes, and they missed them all. James Harden had a wide open lane and passed it so somebody else can miss a three.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
they had PJ Tucker out there looking like he was one of the Splash Brothers just a couple games ago. Just when Chris Paul was leading the charge, he's out there looking like a Splash Brother. He hitting threes. Eric Gordon hitting threes. James Harden hitting threes. Chris Paul taking it in for layups. I mean, they had everybody so confused.
Yeah, I'm not a PJ Tucker fan.
Nobody should be.
I like his sneaker collection. I will say that. But as far as basketball, I don't know. He's
hey, who do you think got the bigger sneaker collection? Him or Fat Joe?
Oh, him for sure.
Ah, man, you sleep.
He would have like 30 shoes in the locker room just for one game. Like he couldn't choose. You know what I mean? I don't know.
But you sleep, don't Fat Joe?
No. I know Fat Joe.
Hey, well, I was about to say, for you to be a sneakerhead, if you didn't know about Fat Joe,
you got it.
he told anybody. Fat Joe told anybody step. He'll show you. He said he can prove it. He says just step. All you gotta do is step.
he wears a lot of forces, man. I'm not an Air Force One fan for real.
Yeah,
like, I don't, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm taking PJ's. I'm taking PJ's collection. He done put out more exclusives than Fat Joe.
You said he got more exclusives.
Like, he didn't put out more exclusives, like player exclusives, everything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right. We've been talking about players a lot. So, who's your NBA favorites right now? Give me 3 of them.
NBA favorites?
Yeah. As far as players.
Oh man, you know, number one guy is LeBron, man. Been my guy since been my guy since 03, bro. Can't wait to see his kids hoop.
Let's take a shot to him passing. Not a shot, but a sip to him passing the scoring record, though, man. That's an amazing feat.
Oh,
didn't think we was gonna get a chance to see it in our lifetime.
And we ain't gonna see nobody do it again. I can promise you that. If we get to see somebody do it, we gotta toast one more time if we see somebody do it again. We gonna be old as hell, though.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind his son breaking it, though. That'd be a good story.
Oh man. That's in chills down my body a little bit. His son break his dad's break. That'd be crazy. But so I gotta go LeBron, probably Steph. I just love Steph, man. When Steph Curry shoot threes, I don't care who he playing. When he shoot threes and he really going and he turned to the crowd and point or count, one time he shot a 3, man, and literally did this while he was walking away from the ball as it was going in. He counted to 3. I was like, you don't get that nowhere else. I love that.
Yeah.
And this ain't got nothing to do with stats. This more so personality. And he's probably not my favorite player, but he has the funniest personality in basketball. And it's Jordan Poole, man. Don't let no honeys come around while Jordan Poole hooping, or you getting a 30-piece dropped on you. He stick his tongue out. I like players like that, man, and he cracks me up. But he's not my favorite. He's just one of the funnier people who I like watching.
Okay. So my 3 would be Giannis. So like we were talking about, he got that dog in him, man. He's locked in on both ends of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get 110% from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Jaylen Brown. We talked about him earlier.
I just hate that he lose the ball, but I love JB.
Yeah. No handle, man. He should have been working with Kyrie when he was there, man. That's
100%. They was all young though.
Yeah, that would have got him right. But so Giannis, JB, and I'll give it to KD, man. I like watching him play. It's like really like, you ever seen somebody paint a picture?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Like he's gonna get in rhythm, get to his spot, and you know it's going in. Just get back on defense, man. Like,
yeah, once he in rhythm, like when he shot that 3, 2, because his foot was on the line.
Yeah.
I knew that shot was going in. I was like, if you ask my brother Marvin, man, once I say, oh, that's dropping. Marvin was like, oh man, Giannis on him. Nah, he ain't on him enough. Man, he pulled up like that, just like I knew the one that he shot in Brown's face was going in the finals. I knew that was going in. Mm-hmm. As soon as he walked up, I said he about to shoot this, and he shot. The whole house went crazy. They was like, you funny? How you know that? I know KD. It's fun. As soon as I saw him looking at the rim, man, as soon as he came up, I said, yeah, that's drop. That's it.
And he's not only on the court, but like on social media, he's hilarious, man. He'll send a shot. He'll send a shot at an OG quick. Because Chuck back out all the time, man. It's funny.
Man, listen.
I respect it.
Let me tell you what upsets me, right? You got cats who say, oh man, Kevin Durant would never beat Larry Bird one-on-one. I'm like, yes, he would. He would cook Larry Bird. What are you talking about? But then when people are like, well, you wasn't there to watch him play. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. I'm watching KD right now be a dog, And you gonna sit here and tell me that Larry Bird can? No. Listen, I done went back and I didn't watch games, man. I remember back when I was little, man. We used to do the ESPN Classic shit all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not about to tell me that it's a handful of players. You got your Michael Jordans and such and such and such and such and such and such. You got your handful of superstar, all-star level players who could probably play in today's NBA due to athleticism and ability. Every player from today, though, can go and play in the NBA. Every single one of them. There's not one player that I could think of that can't go back and play in the NBA.
I can agree with that.
You're not bringing all of them up here.
Yeah. And Larry Bird would dominate today. No defense being played.
Yeah, Larry Bird.
We talk about Larry Bird's offense all the time, which he was a killer. But he used to get cooked on defense, man. He used to get cooked.
Yeah, definitely. But the problem. What I'm saying is Larry Bird. I'm not taking nothing from him.
Right. Me either.
I'm just saying that Kevin Durant would cook Larry Bird. That's all I'm saying. Sure. He was toasty. Yeah, he would toasty.
Only 99.9% of the league would get toasted one-on-one with KD.
Yes.
If he gets the ball first, it might be 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But 99%. I'm just scared with like Wilt and Shaq. That's you know what I mean? That's a lot.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Shaq cooking about every center ever. And he'd cook Kevin Durant too.
That's why I say 99.9. I'm giving that to Shaq. Like,
because Kevin Durant not going MVP Shaq. Let's get rookie year Shaq in there. The one that had the dribble moves. Orlando Shaq. When you put that bitch on the floor.
That was my favorite Shaq.
Bruh, when we used to play 2K All-Star team up, bro, only person I picked was Shaq. I'm the center, dog. I'm running the 5, man. That's why I'm so well respected at the 5. Just and I know my boys gonna watch it. They gonna try to, deny it. No, they ain't gonna deny it. They gonna tell you the truth. They gonna tell you. Comment on this video when they hit YouTube. Tell everybody the truth. Y'all respect me. I'm talking to Storm them, by the way. They respect me because I'm a beast at that 5 position, and all I pick is Shaq. I'm telling you. 2K, we had 2K on lock playing that. It used to be awesome.
No, running pro-am or the rec, I respect you at the 5 too.
I'm a monster down there, man.
Yeah.
But old school basketball with a little 3-pointer added to it. That's all. You during the conversation you asked me ways that we can improve the All-Star Weekend. And make it. And in my opinion, a way to improve it from starters is to make it more competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the same thing about the Pro Bowl. I don't even watch the Pro Bowl anymore.
Yeah, I've never watched the Pro Bowl. I've never been. Maybe when Ray Lewis and players
when players are tackling, and I get it, you don't want to get injured in a Pro Bowl game and stuff like that. I wholeheartly understand that, but it doesn't even seem competitive,
right?
And that much of a physical sport, so I'm through with it. But just all together, first of all, I think they could add women into the 3-point contest and the skills challenge. I don't know why they don't add WNBA players. It's All-Star Weekend. Add WNBA players, good 3-point shooters, good skilled players.
Yeah.
Show the world. It'll help broadcast and showcase their actual skill and everything like that. You showcase it in the right way during All-Star Weekend. They come in there. If you fuck around, one of them might win a 3-point contest because I believe that women can shoot really well. I watch the WNBA a lot, so I know the skills are there. So you do a skills challenge, I'm sure that they can win a few of those. Yeah. And it's gonna start showing people that bias that some of these guys I see on the internet have. Oh, they should be doing this. Women should be good. They, the trolls and all of that.
Yeah,
no, it's gonna show you that these women can actually, in certain situations, I'm not gonna say that they can keep up with them in an actual dunk contest because that's crazy. But you show them that they can actually keep up with them skill wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sky's the limit for the WNBA at that point. And I think that really would help All-Star Weekend because I would be interested in seeing it, especially at the 3-point contest. The skills challenge is fun to watch, but it's not as competitive as a 3-point contest. because people actually get dropped off in the 3-point contest. So it's rounds to it. So I think that'd be fun to get it in, and it help build viewership for the WNBA. And as far as the dunk contest, man, I don't know what to do no more. I think we were blessed from Vince Carter on up. I think we got too blessed.
Yeah.
And I think props oversaturated physicality, vertical, and ability in the dunk contest. So I think they should, if we do the dunk contest, I guess, put it first in All-Star Weekend. Shit.
change the format up.
The format, because the dunk contest is not even exciting no more.
Exactly, and they kind of make that the grand finale, which
it's supposed to be. Think about it. We had Aaron Gordon and what's your boy name with the Bulls right now? Zach LaVine.
Oh, that was probably one of the best ones I've seen.
Hell yeah, that was the best. That's the best one I've seen in my life, Jerry. And I'm older than you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
The first dunk contest I watched live was 1996, the year Kobe got drafted.
Kobe, yeah.
I watched that. By the way, I got three players now who I watched get drafted and say that guy is my favorite player.
Who the three?
The first one was Shaq. That's why Shaq will remain my favorite player.
That was too obvious, man.
Well, the first one, it was Shaq, bro. I was 5 years old. Shaq.
Everybody agreed with that. Everybody like, okay, he can be nice.
Well, I never watched a high school game, a college game, or nothing. I just looked at him. He got drafted. I said, man, that dude is big, man. He gonna be great. And my uncle was like, man, what you know about Shaq? Well, he was called Shaquille O'Neal, because that was his name. He was like, what you know about Shaquille O'Neal, man? He was like, that boy can ball, man. I was like, man, he big, because he was so tall, bro. Like, I was like that was the biggest human I had ever seen, like, on TV. I'm like, damn, like, bro, big. He gonna be great in the NBA. A couple years later, Kobe get drafted. Soon as they said out of such and such high school, I was like, he out of high school? They like, yeah. First out of high school, I said, oh, man, he gonna be nice. Look. At this point, I'm like 7, 8. No, I'm 7. At this point, I'm 7. Birthday just passed. So, Kobe balling. He gonna be a baller.
Yeah.
Never in a million years I think they were gonna be together and do it together. That was my life. To me, that was the most important moment in my life. But then when LeBron got drafted, I was watching his high school games, him and Melo, so I already knew. Kind of the scenario there. I was like,
it was gonna be nice regardless.
Yeah, I'm like, these cats about to be nice when they come in. You got this super athletic, you know what I'm saying, monster freight train. He's 6'9", 285 pounds, moving like a freight train. Like, no, there's nobody's gonna be better than this guy. This guy's gonna be the greatest NBA player of all time. I knew it then. LeBron, I don't know if he knew it, but I knew it. I helped him somewhat.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know how to improve that dunk contest, man. Because you can't make somebody do it. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. But I think if you say, okay, we're going to just do a dunk contest, you're only allotted one prop in one round. Choose the round that you add the prop, and it can't be nothing bigger than a person. So let's eliminate all the cars and drones and BS that wins dunk contest. That's all bullshit. I don't believe that stuff should be added into the dunk contest. I think come on, man, that's comical. Like it's goofy. I mean, the only thing with the rotating mascot and Aaron Gordon took the ball off his hand and threw it behind. That was the best dunk contest I've ever seen in my entire life. Him and Zach LaVine was going back. They kept getting drunk, bro. That was great. And I think the only reason that they gave it to Zach LaVine is because he won it the year before.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Because Aaron Gordon was in his bag.
So mine is like totally different, right?
Right.
So they keep mentioning the mid-season tournament, right? So what I would do is change the All-Star weekend to that mid-season tournament. Everybody that's in the playoff picture, we do a bracket, 1 game elimination. You know what I mean? They got 3 days to do it: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 1 game elimination, and whoever wins it gets a first round bye in the playoffs, right?
Okay.
So it's like you would only choose the top 7 teams to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then 2 through 7 would play that first round, with the winner of the winner of the mid-season tournament getting a bye. You get what I'm saying?
I get you. Dang, that took away everything that the All-Star Weekend is about. But mid-season tournament, but the mid dog.
To me, it's too. It's too social media based. Like, it's not competitive. It's like I guess they use it as a time to relax, but to me, it's like I don't watch it no more. I don't watch. I
didn't watch it this year.
Highlights. I catch the highlights, but I'm good on it, man.
I didn't check nothing out until they said Matt McClung won it. I had to go and check it. I'm like, come on, bro, y'all did not do this. But
I watched the 3-point contest. That was it, and then they said the dunk contest was coming on. And I think we got back on the game.
We got on 2K. Hey, we jumped in the red. But I'm gonna quit mentioning 2K until they sponsor me. Though. So.
For real.
Ain't nobody
gotta start putting highlights on here, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, we gotta start putting highlights. Hey, sponsor me, bro. Like, hey, they don't know. I'm gonna put my highlights on YouTube. I'm gonna throw it on the page later on. We gonna get some graphic together.
Yeah, but I think scrap the whole All-Star experience. Have it after the season, like the NFL does, if they want to keep that.
No, you're right.
If they want to keep that,
that's actually a really good idea.
That mid-season tournament, I bet you they take it serious. That first round bye.
If you add a mid-season tournament in, you're gonna change the dynamic of the start off of the season. Cat's gonna take games from
everything. No load management.
From October to February, it's gonna be taken very serious because you're not gonna want to.
Best basketball we've seen though in our
life. And it's gonna make the whole NBA more competitive. You're gonna see better defenders, better scorers.
Everybody coming into summer camp in shape. Everybody, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Everything gonna be taken more serious.
And the relax should be the All-Star weekend, but it should be somewhere in June or July. It should be the 4th of July weekend.
That'd be cool.
That'd be dope as fuck, bro. And you can overcharge for everything, drinks and all. Man, that's a lot of money, man. I'll be there. Hey, look, I'll be there. Hey, look, do it in Vegas. I'll drive up to Vegas, man. I'll have a great time, man. Me and the wife will come up there, have a wonderful time.
So we gonna email Adam after this. Adam Silver.
Yeah, we gotta go ahead and email Adam. We gotta get him on the line. We gotta get him on the line. And last question, though. Last question. We talk a lot about sports. You asked me, the Lakers miss the playoffs. Does it affect LeBron's legacy? Mm-hmm. And I told you I'm gonna get back with you on that. This is the moment where I tell you, I don't think there's too much that can affect LeBron's legacy. Mm-hmm. At this point.
So he's the clear-cut GOAT, in your opinion?
In my opinion, he's clear-cut. No questions asked. He's the GOAT.
Okay.
But here's the deal. Here's what's gonna make me feel weird about LeBron. Is at the end of the season, he comes back, right? He does his do-si-do and he says, y'all, I had to fight through this injury in order to help my team win a playoff game. If he used the injury that he got now as a Cinderella story, I'd get mad. I'm going to get mad, and you're going to hear me talk very differently about LeBron. But his legacy, if they missed the playoffs this year, due to the fact that I feel like that they had a problem looming over them until the trade deadline. And that's no disrespect to my man's Russ. I really actually like him as a player. And if you talked to me 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, I would have told you that Russ was the best point guard in the league.
Nah, Curry got that.
Curry. But this is when Russ played defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is when he was dropping 30. This is when he was getting 30-point triple doubles, average a season, and playing defense. Russ was clear-cut the best point guard in the season. I mean, in the league, right? His MVP year, when Curry won it the second time, that should have been Westbrook's MVP. Westbrook should be a 2-time back-to-back MVP. Or was it the first time he did it? Nah, whichever one. Russ averaged like a 26-point triple double, and so that's why I brought up
they got voters fatigue with that one.
Which is fine. But if you go give Jokic these back-to-back MVP votes this year with the same stats that Russ had that year, then Steph Curry should have won the MVP. That's what you're telling me. That's all I'm saying. But I think that they had that looming issue, and I think I'm not gonna say LeBron got dealt a bad hand. I feel like that when they came in, I felt like there was too many hands in the pot, and I feel like that they wanted to use LeBron as a project in LA. I don't think
two things. So when did they stop? You know what I mean? Because it was multiple seasons where I felt LeBron deserved the MVP, but they weren't the 1 seed. When did they stop? When did they stop caring about that? Because if that's the case, they owe him some MVPs. You know what I mean? Because now in the NBA, you don't have to be the 1 seed to get the MVP.
Yeah, and on top of that, I feel like I might get a lot of flack for this. Derrick Rose's MVP belongs to LeBron.
That's arguable. That's
yeah, and I'm here for it. I'm here for that argument.
Yeah. No, that's a toss up.
Because
that's when they were the 1st seed in the East. The Bulls were.
Yeah.
So they rewarded them for it. Which
I feel like they're starting to give I feel like they give MVPs to people who excite TV more than actually are a valuable player to their team. And I feel like when you talk about LeBron, if you pluck LeBron off of a team, right? That team, if you take LeBron off the Lakers right now, right? You just take them and you never bring them back. They don't win a championship at all. They don't even go to the finals.
They probably don't make the playoffs, if we're being honest.
If you take it from the beginning of the season to now, that team is in the same situation as OKC right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We've seen it in Cleveland, though.
We've seen it in Cleveland, and you want to know where else we've seen it? We've seen it in Miami. We've seen it before. Look,
but
let's be real. D-Wade was done before LeBron got there. D-Wade was already done. D-Wade had a fairly short career.
But you want to know what I would combat that with?
What?
To get LeBron, you have to clear house. Like think if the Lakers would have kept all that young talent. Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle.
Well, you know, they didn't want Julius Randle. They didn't want Julius. Oh, if they keep all that talent with LeBron there, LeBron just come there. Hold on, wait. You keep that talent, and LeBron then just comes there. They already got 3 more titles.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
LeBron wanted to keep Lonzo. LeBron wanted to keep Lonzo and trade Kuzma over BI.
I would have did that.
100%. Man, 100% and twice on Sunday. Listen, I'm keeping BI and Lonzo, right? I trade the rest of the cats that got traded and the picks for Anthony Davis. This is an all-star team.
No, for sure. That's a scary team.
That's scary.
That's scary, yeah. And then you got Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee at the center.
You bring all of them in, you bring that same crew in, and things will definitely change.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is when he gets there, in order for him to get there, they got to clear house. So when he leaves, it messes everything up. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I get both sides of the coin with that. Like where if you take LeBron off the team, they're gonna be bad. Like shit, of course they're gonna be bad. They gave up everything for him. You know what I mean?
Miami was bad before LeBron got there. After their championship run, Miami went on a stint. They was cool the next year. After 2006, Miami was cool the next year, 2007. But after that, they was bottoming out.
No, for sure. They made the playoffs. I want to say 2009 because I think they played the Celtics.
But they were a 7th seed when they played the Celtics.
Yeah, you're right. You know
what I'm saying? Yeah. And so you play them and you do that or whatever, and then here we are, 2010 when LeBron comes, right? And now y'all back a number 1 seed, number 2 seed, number 3 seed, or whatever.
Yeah, and they didn't give up too much. They didn't give up too much for him either.
He just left the team and came to Miami, and then they like, oh man, he started a big 3. I don't like that. I don't like the big 3. It's not because you had on a team with a superstar, which is why I brought the Chris Bosh thing, because I knew he was doubling back to this at some point. Listen, first of all, if Chris Bosh and D-Wade is on teams, that's not a top duo. I'm sorry. You're not going to say, oh, Chris Bosh and D-Wade was a top duo in the league. You're not going to say that.
Chris Bosh was one of the first stretch fours in the new era He was one of the first stretch fours, bro. They would have been nice.
What year did he? What year did he? Because I want to say it was Kevin Love, but did Kevin Love get drafted after him or before him?
After, for sure.
Okay, 100%. But regardless, you know what I'm saying. So he was the new iteration to the small ball, and actually, no, that's false too. What was my man's name? He played for the Lakers. Andrew Bynum.
Paul Gasol played the 4.
But Andrew Bynum did too, though.
No, he was always the 5.
It was really
Andrew Bynum?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was always the 5.
But the man could shoot.
Andrew Bynum?
Yeah. Andrew Bynum can shoot threes, bro.
No, he cannot, bro. He sucks. He was never healthy.
No, he was never healthy.
Bro, we could have. No.
He was always hurt for sure.
He couldn't shoot though. Definitely not. Kobe wouldn't let them shoot. It don't matter if you can or you're not. That nigga shoot that shit. I don't know if we can cuss out here.
No, listen. No, you good. Listen, in 2000, he couldn't shoot when he played with Kobe. But in 2011 or the 2011-2012 season, he put some shots. He put some threes.
Yeah.
He shot very low percentage, but I knew he was shooting.
I was about to say no. Yeah, he definitely shot low for sure.
But Pau Gasol, and look, when we get that, and this is why I brought that up, but he was probably the iteration of the new stretch 4 mindset, because there were really no power forwards really shooting or bigs at all really shooting threes.
Outside of Dirk, yeah.
I mean, outside of Dirk.
Andre Karolinko, was he a 3 or a 4? No,
I think Andre Karolinko. Yeah, I was going to say Karolinko was a 3.
Yeah. Boozer was the 4. You're right. My fault.
But the problem that we have here is that LeBron comes there and he's the one who makes that thing. If LeBron would have went there just with D Wade, it's still a super team in most people's eyes.
Yeah.
But LeBron is the super team. Once LeBron gets there, he needed this much help, right? He gets there with D Wade. Oh man, that's probably like top 3 shooting guards ever.
I get that.
You can name 2 other shooting guards better than D Wade.
There's only 2 shooting guards better than D Wade. Jordan and Kobe.
Yeah, I know. Look, that's why I said that. You can name 2 shooting guards better than him, and if
rank them however you want to, but yeah,
rank them however, but those are the only 2 better than him ever.
Exactly.
And then you put LeBron, who no one is better than. I don't care what position you play. No one is better than this person.
Mm-hmm.
And you put him on the same team. That's a super team.
Yeah.
LeBron would have went and helped Kobe out with the Lakers in 2010 instead of D Wade. Oh man, we got a whole different conversation we could be having. hey. We got a whole new conversation, man.
Well, we ain't need help. We ain't need help in 2010. We had the Magic with Dwight Howard, and we dominated them.
Oh yeah, he took Dwight Howard.
2011. That's
that year when Kobe dunked on Dwight Howard in the finals, he took his superpowers away.
For sure.
So he thought he was Superman, and Kobe showed him that he had some kryptonite for him. And after that, Dwight ain't never been the same again.
No, for sure.
Think about it. I was gonna say, think about it. If you ain't for sure, think about it real hard one day.
No, you're right. You're right.
Damn, Dwight Howard ain't the same. He just got shitted on.
Ever since the finals, I didn't even like when he came to LA. I'm not gonna lie to you. When he came to play with Kobe, he was injured and he still wanted to play, which I didn't like, because they made it seem like we were a super team with Nash, Kobe, and Dwight Howard.
Nash was so far over the hill.
And then Dwight Howard is injured, so it's like
Howard was injured, and he thought Kobe was so mean to him. I just thought that was just so, like, bro, look, ain't nobody being mean to you, bro. Relax.
Kobe just wasn't his friend. It's like, bro, no, you're at work.
Yeah, bro, we're here to work. Y'all want to go on the party? I'm at training. I'm in the gym at 3:00 in the morning. Y'all want to go drink and have fun? That's fine, but
come hoop.
Come hoop. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, Dwight Howard just thought it was for fun and games, I guess. I don't know. That was crazy.
Which everybody not cut out for LA, so I get it.
Man,
that's why the second time around, which he was on the other side of the hill, like you said about Nash.
Mm-hmm.
But the second time around, Bron elevated his game again.
Yeah.
He was in Orlando.
And I feel like that they shouldn't have broke that championship team up either.
Oh no.
I feel like LA should have kept that championship team.
When they let Kuzma go, I'm like, yeah, this is going downhill.
Yeah, and I feel like Kuzma never had time to really. I don't think they should have traded Kuz, especially in that situation. If you was gonna trade Kuzma, you should have traded him for a younger point guard.
Exactly. And then I feel like Braun was kind of, taking him under his wing to the point where it's like, I'm not saying he's going to put up Braun numbers at all, but he would have been solid with AD. He would have been solid. He would have been able to put up 20 plus a game.
Yeah, well, he had never got a full training camp. Remember, he was injured the COVID season, the bubble. Yeah. After the bubble year, that season started. Like they got 40 days to get themselves back together. That's kind of crazy. That's a crazy turnaround.
No, that is crazy. That's why we think so many injuries that next year, though.
Well, yeah. Well, everybody was injured that next year. Everybody who played in those playoffs. Remember, Jimmy Butler, damn near whole Miami team was injured that year, actually.
Yeah.
Damn near whole LA team was injured that next year.
I was about to say, yeah.
Then you had Chris Paul and them get hurt and then come back later on in the season because that was the year the Bucks and the Suns won.
Yep. So
when people be like, that bubble season got an asterisk by it, then the next season should too.
Yeah. I don't think you gotta I'm not gonna say an asterisk by it, but it's basically like if it got an asterisk, it's not because it's the easiest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like they were how can I word this? Let me see. If it has an asterisk by it, just cut that. But hey, the Earl Stevens kicking in, man. I see you over there sipping that water. Hey,
I had to, because look, let me tell you something. Because remember I showed you 2 cups. So look, I finished them, and then I'm sitting there and I'm drinking that that cognac. You know what it is. And I'm sitting there, I start scratching my head like, man, I got some ice water sitting here. Let me sip this water. I had to get myself back together.
For sure. I'm like halfway through. I'm like, man, I just keep looking at it like, man.
Tripping.
Yeah, I'm going to say I personally don't have an asterisk by it because it's like they still had to go in there and hoop, man. And if it's so easy, everybody would have won.
And I don't put an asterisk by it because they say, oh, it's so easy. Okay, everybody was hooping. That's why. What's my man from Miami?
Jamal Murray. Oh, my fault.
Jamal Murray is bad. I'm coming back to him too.
Not Tyler Hero.
Yes, I am talking about Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero was a dog in that bubble, right?
Oh, for sure.
So was Murray, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where they at now?
Exactly.
Everybody had the potential to be somebody in that bubble, and they showed you that was a contract year for most of them cats.
I was about to say some of them dudes got contracts.
I was about to say that was a contract year. Coming into that next year, cats got paid, and they got paid strictly off potential.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you don't understand is when we don't have these crowds or this travel time, that we're all going to be that player that you drafted.
Exactly, and people keep saying the crowd to me isn't as big. It's the travel time. Like I can't go out to the club tonight, so I gotta, I'm gonna be prepared for tomorrow.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and I feel like a lot of these cats didn't have no distractions. That's why the Suns had a terrible season, and then came in that bubble and won every game that they played.
Exactly.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding, dog. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. We the Earl Stevens that got to us. Meet you back on the Xbox, big dog.